Hi, I'm Sanay and this is my milestone 2 for smile detection. So in the first one I was able to classify the images, and in this one my goal was to get the live webcam working after training the model. So this is my code for training the model, and when I run it, it'll give a mean score that I print out. So basically I give it an X train, X test, Y train, and Y test, and I'm basically able to use model selection to train the test split and evaluate how accurate the model is based on the k-fold, which compares um, the actual values that I've given for true and false that I classified up here, and it compares them to the score that the computer guesses and sees if it's accurate or not. So here we see that the mean score is 0.82, meaning that my model is approximately 82% accurate. Next, I just try to find some more details on my model, so I can explain that right now. So this shows the accuracy on the training set, so it's 100% accurate, but the accuracy on the testing set is 78%, and the confusion matrix basically is just based on the values I gave it and the values that the computer tries to guess. It compares the two and sees how often it got it right and how often it got it wrong, and it tries to find out why it got confused, and that's the confusion matrix. And the classification report is just extra details for its precision and the score it got at first. So they got 0.67 for the false and 0.84 for the true or the smile. So that's just the first try. And then I was able to just run a simple UI to see how my model and if it actually works. So if I run this, it says this person smiling is true, so you can see it works because this person is smiling. Let me try to get one that's false. Not yet. Okay, finally got one that's false, and you can see that he's not smiling. The next part I did was basically just try to match the face that I'm giving or inputting. Like you can see, I've inputted a face here that I just saved to my computer, and the size matters a lot because the images that I gave it in the Already Faces dataset are 64 by 64, so it's important that the faces that I input match that pixel size, otherwise it won't work, because it's really picky about the pixel size and how much it can detect. So I had to extract the face and change it based on coefficients to match the 64 by 64 so that it would actually work. And this pretty much just uses R cascades to be able to detect that there is an image and not just anything like a tree or like a rock. It's able to detect that it's a face using this R cascades XML file. And when I run this, it shows that it's 1, meaning that it is a smile and it's true, and you can obviously see that indeed it's a smile, and it's able to extract it and get it in a square shape so that it's able to predict it based on the image that I gave it. And you can see that I had to reshape it to match the array size, all of this code that I had to do so that it would be able to match the Already Faces dataset kind of images. And then this is just the code for my actual live webcam, where it's able to draw using OpenCV a blue rectangle around my face and then detect am I smiling or am I not smiling. And basically for this part, these last two parts, the first part I had to do was match a coefficient for a face of me smiling and a face of me not smiling. So when I run this, you can see that one of the images I've given is 0 and one is 1 because I'm not smiling here, I am smiling here. And it tries to put this face over this face so you can see an approximate of how I look when I'm smiling and how I look when I'm not smiling. So you can use that to predict my face when I actually use the live webcam. And that part is right here. It's just simple code that starts up a video, and it's able to use OpenCV to capture whether I'm smiling or not. And I use put text to say if it detects and returns 1, then it says smiling, and if it detects 0 or else, it'll put not smiling. And yeah, that's pretty much my entire milestone 2.